It's pleasing to report that right across New South Wales, the vast majority of people have complied with the public health orders. But unfortunately, overnight, there were still 15 penalty infringement notices issued for a range of incidents that occurred. Some of those, the variety is quite extensive when you look at Woolworths at Kellyville. A number of people converging on that place, trying to use the QR code and move around that store. The management there at Woolworths were very diligent in terms of moving more staff to the front to try and control that. Police were called and it was a pleasing result, and I think people need to really take heed that the department stores and indeed the supermarkets are trying their very best, and they need people to abide by the 1.5, they need people to put their masks on, and they need people to be patient. And of course, when we look at some of this panic buying, again, we just all shake our heads. It's simply not required. People should not do that. It is only going to cause angst in the community, and we would really ask that people just be sensible in that regard from here on in. What else we found over the last 24 hours was a family travelled from the eastern suburbs to a sporting event up in the Hunter Valley. It was against the public health order. No matter how people think that they have to attend some of these events with their children or need to go on holidays, the public health orders are quite clear. This family were issued infringement notices, and that will happen to any family that's travelled outside the metropolitan area and against the public health orders. Traffic and Highway Patrol Police, our police districts and police area commands are abundantly aware of where people gather at these times of year leading up to school holidays, and they'll be using the mobile technology to run checks on people, their vehicles, and see where inquiries need to be made in those caravan parks and those places where people congregate at this time of year. What is also noticeable over the last 24 hours is people in those communities are quite willing to dob in those people that have turned up when they shouldn't have. So that Crime Stoppers number 1-800-333-000 has already been used to alert police to make inquiries in relation to people who shouldn't be in their communities. The other point that I would like to also put across is that we need to show, again, some decency and respect for those people that are trying to help police and others make sure that people comply with public health orders. Whether that's people on train stations employed by Transport, at bus terminals, whether it's those people I referred to at Woolworths that are trying to do the right thing, we really need to respect that everyone is in this together. It's a shared responsibility, and we just need to remain decent and right to those people that are trying to protect in New South Wales at this difficult time. The other incident that I would highlight is a cafe down in the Illawarra where police were called to that cafe, and there was an absolute clear resistance of the cafe owner and those people at front of house to actually wear a mask. It is clearly irresponsible. The community, when you look at social media, was certainly against that stance taken by the cafe. And in fact, police had to issue infringement notices, and we'll follow that up in the coming days to make sure that they comply. Thank you.